Christopher, Day 16, Eclipse. "My beard never lies," said Whitebeard. "Look!" And Whitebeard pointed to the ground. There we saw another one of the emerald leaves. Mr. Green came here to the mountains, but why? Up ahead we saw the entrance to a cave. We gathered our things and started our hike to the cave. While we were walking, the sky started to get dark and the stars came out. But it was the middle of the day. "Look, it's an eclipse!" Margaret shouted. We all looked up and saw that there indeed was an eclipse. The moon went in front of the sun, and the world around us looked strange and foreboding. We stumbled up the mountain. When we reached the cave, we saw that it was not an ordinary cave, but a special cave. There was a big stone door blocking the way. There were ancient Egyptian hieroglyphs painted on the door. We tried to open the door, but it was locked. We tried to push it open, but it was too heavy. "Dad, you are an expert on Egyptian hieroglyphs. Can you read the pictures?"
Yes, I can read them, but the words are all scrambled. They don't make any sense."
Then Margaret spoke. "I read about this on the internet. Look! Here is a picture of an eclipse." She touched the hieroglyph of the eclipse and the door slowly opened. Just as we expected, the inside of the cave was dark. Margaret took out her cell phone to light the way. "The battery is almost dead. We must hurry." In the dim light, we could see that there were hieroglyphs on the wall, but they looked newly painted and the colors were bright. We walked for a long time before we came to an underground river. It wasn't very wide, but it was deep, and the water was freezing cold. We couldn't go forward, and nobody wanted to go back into the desert. We took a short break and nibbled at Margaret's chocolate bar in silence. Finally, Whitebeard spoke.
"Well, what are we waiting for? Climb aboard!"
Then something amazing happened. Whitebeard's beard started to grow. It grew faster and faster and started to curl and move like a giant octopus. It soon reached the ground and continued to grow until it filled the cave. We were up to our necks in beard. Then it formed itself into a great ship made of hair. Whitebeard stood proudly on the deck of his own beard. We were surprised, but we climbed aboard this strange ship and started to float down the underground river. In the dark, I looked up at Whitebeard, and his eyes had a wild gleam in them. His beard seemed to glow and light the cave with a subtle white light. Margaret held my hand tight and asked me, "Who is this man?" I shook my head. "He is Whitebeard, king of the beards."